Namaste and welcome. Thank you for taking the time this evening to allow yourself to attune to the natural rhythms of nature, to observe the shift of energy as the new moon rises in the night sky. And as the inky darkness envelops us in its soft touch, we are reminded that it is okay to be vulnerable, to allow ourselves to investigate the depths of our own shadows, of our own shame. And as the new moon moves into the zodiac of Aquarius, accompanied not only by the sun, but by a few other planets, Jupiter, Saturn, mirroring this interconnective gravity of energy that exists and pulls those of us who have a similar vision in mind. This symbiotic relationship, this series of synchronicities that bring people to you exactly when you need them, that happens when your beliefs, your actions, your thoughts align, allowing you to move through the world with more ease and less resistance. So often in life, we create our own resistance instead of just moving with the flow like the natural rise and fall of the tides that pull, the push, coming in, moving out, expand, contract. We try to create our own wave. We push ourselves past what's necessary. We spend not only our time in the moment working, but also simultaneously 2 years ahead, berating ourselves for the tasks unfinished, for the imagined conflicts that arise, all the ways we're not good enough, all the ways we could do better, all the opportunities that haven't even come for us to let ourselves down. And by doing this, we steal from the present moment. We steal from the experience of the gift that is to be our unique, authentic self. By spending all this time in our minds, ruminating on all the ways we wish we were more, we forget to look and appreciate all the ways we are already. In our society, we've been sold this belief that to do is our worth, that we have to earn our spot, that your time is tied to money, that what you have to offer is dependent on what others believe of you. And who says this is true? We are human beings. Our job is to experience the world around us, to shine our own unique light, to spread love, joy, and compassion, and everywhere we touch, leave it just a little bit better, physically and emotionally. Being aware of the ripple that we leave behind us. Is it a ripple of love? Is it a ripple of example how to live a life of passion, of purpose? Or is it a ripple of anxiety, of an undercurrent of lingering fear just bubbling below the surface? And if this is currently the experience you're having, that is okay. But could you maybe allow that experience to shift? Instead of this internal gripping, grasping, this constant reaching to be better, when I get this degree, when I achieve this job, when I'm making this amount of money, when my family looks like this, when my relationship has achieved this, I will be happy. Again, having to prove our worth to be happy, tying our happiness to some sort of physical manifestation. This doesn't have to be. Can just be happy. Walk outside, look up at the sky. Remember that we're spinning on this huge, big, beautiful globe across a universe that's ever expanding, surrounded by planets of unknown elements and proportions that we'll never see. All of the questions we have not yet even thought to ask. The infinite ways our life can expand and have meaning. As this new moon arises, can you release this attachment to earning your happiness? Can you turn yourself away from this imagined darkness within you and instead realize that just as the specific alignment of the sun, the moon, and the earth causes this illusion that the moon is dark, when inside the other side is bright and shining, this is within you as well. Wherever there is darkness, is opportunity for even more light. Coming to a seated position, moving around until the sitting bones are nestled comfortably against maybe a bolster, allowing the hips to be propped open, or against the earth. As you inhale, feeling the long column of the spine lifting up towards the sky, up towards the new moon rising above you. Exhaling, the chin softly draws down towards the heart, as if bowing to this inner wisdom that exists within. Just waiting for your call to arrive. Hands pressed down on top of the thighs or knees. And notice how as you inhale, the body gently expands. As you exhale, the shoulders gently draw down the back. Inhaling, feel the chest lift, the collarbones spread. Exhaling, the navel hugs gently back to the spine. Inhale deeply, feel the lower lobes of the lungs expand, draw the breath up. Exhale like a wave, relax, let the breath move through you. Let yourself move. Be in this moment. You do not have to earn this present. It is yours. Breathe, allow yourself to expand. Every exhale, can you find more ease in your own body? Inhaling and exhaling. Allow the breath to move without any restriction. And if thoughts begin to come across the expanse of the mind, unwanted worries, just allow them to pass. Smile at yourself. Thank yourself for noticing, being aware, and realizing your ability to reach for something more wanted. Coming back to the breath. Allow your awareness to become absorbed in one thing. Follow your intuition on what works for you. Maybe it's on the rise and fall of the belly as the breath moves deep within the lungs, as the navel hugs back towards the spine. Maybe you hear the gentle hum of crickets outside, the a layered song of many voices singing in unison, their song of nature, of patience, the cycle of life. Picking a mantra, whatever resonates with you. Joy is the state of me. I am worthy of happiness. Happiness is not to be earned. It is simply to be had. Whatever works for you. In these following moments, allow your cycle of concentration, awareness of a thought, falling back to your practice to just continually move, like the waves coming in and moving out. Come to the breath. And as emotions arise, as thoughts arise, understand that is natural. Just as the breath comes in and then moves out, it is not the coming in of the thought that is the problem. It is the lack of release. It is us holding on, taking it in, becoming part of our story. Let it go. As you exhale, feel the belly soften. Let this be reflected in your face. The jaw gently parts. Breathe. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to the lower belly, cradling yourself, your vulnerability, your softness, giving respect to the strength it takes to show up, to be honest, to not hide. Come back to whatever technique you were practicing. And if you have become lost in the thoughts, that seductive whisper drawing you away from the now, the gift of being here, come back. Feel your hands against your body. The solidness, the realness of you. what can you offer to let go in this moment? What is this last thought, emotion you need to release? And allow yourself to do that now. Maybe imagining the gentle healing waters of the ocean moving over you. That salt, that tartness reminding you, waking you up to the beauty of life again. Water carrying away any heaviness, the accumulation of the energies of the last year. Understanding this is nature. A rise, the fall, coming in, letting go. You are nature.
And slowly coming back to the breath, ending with this verbal sound of connection that exists between us all, the same force that drew the planets together, the same force that drew us all under the moon to breathe, to be. First, taking a big inhale in, feel the lower lobes of the lungs. Exhale deeply through the mouth. Inhaling for Om. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing it in and letting it go. May this next month bring you all that you wish in order to continue growing and moving in the direction meant for you. I hope this finds you well and full of happiness and health. Namaste.